Hi, and thank you for coming to another one of my videos today. Today, what we have here are what I'm calling emergency kits that I have prepared for my kids and grandkids. Now, I've laid them all out for you to see. They're actually lunch boxes that I got from Walmart, and most of them are the same, but a few of them are a little different. Now, I also made two for my husband and for myself, but right now I'm just showing you the ones for the kids and the grandkids. So here in the front, you see the contents I have laid out in front. On the left, you'll see some meal kits and pasta, and then next to that, water and beverages and Gatorade, with also snacks. We've got emergency items, hand warmers and emergency blankets, and a poncho. Next to that, we have wet wipes and things for hygiene. I've even got a trash bag here, and then we're going to slide right into the medical kits, including things for bug bites. So if we go back, I'm just moving something over here. That was one of the hand sanitizers. I want to show you this little emergency light that I attached to a carabiner. It has a regular light and then the red emergency light or signal. So on the end here, we have the medical kit and all the things in that. Now this is my my layout here, and I did put a label on the inside with their names that says the survival kit and each person's name. So, and on the outside later, I did attach another label with their name, so it will be shown when it's closed. So I just printed that out with my label maker and attached it to the inside. So as you can see, this is everything packed in this particular lunch box. And this is the demo. So on the sides, I've tucked in extra items because there was a cardboard liner that just came to keep the shape of it. So I found that useful to tuck in here. The red is a wet wipes. On the other end, on the top end, there's the poncho. On the side, I have the hand warmers. So I tried to make use of every ounce of space that I could. So that helps keep them in place when the food is moved out or shifted around. The things on the side still stay in place. So let's see what's next. Oh, also, as you can see, have the juices on the side, and now in the front zipper part, I have tucked in some personal items and medical kits and cleansing items. I tucked them in a little plastic bag, and this little plastic bag actually came off of the space blanket, which had a box and a bag, but it did need both, so I utilized that bag to create a medical kit. So I also have some facial tissues in there and just some other items that are useful to have in a emergency kit. And this is all the lunch boxes all lined up. The things are stacked standing up straight. I haven't packed them down in there. And this is an example of another one. This is a different type and style of lunchbox. So I'll have to pack the things in there a little differently. So actually, I just couldn't find another one of the other ones, the camo or the denim. So I found this blue one, which will be fun packing it in a different way. I'll just try to pull out here so you can have a better look at the back. And the kids are all lined up. And I have an assembly line going here of sorts. So all the items that you see laid out are just a sampling of everything that's going in each one of these kits. So yeah, here you can see the bracelets for the bug repellents, the off, and those were a little different depending on what I had. Some of the bug bite things are a little different. Here's a trash bag. I think I did put two in them, and I rolled them up and tied them with a a twist tie. Now these little tea light candles, I actually ended up stuffing them inside of the box that hold the emergency blanket, and I was able to get 3 in there with the blanket. I also have the soup here. Now the chili mac was a little big for here, so I did end up having to take that out and swap it out for something more concise and compact, which were these little Chef Boyardee lunches. So or if whether they're bugging out or bugging in, whatever, they could, maybe this little tea light candle would come in handy. And of course for illumination, but it's not going to stay like that long. Now I do have matches, but I put it on the inside of the toilet seat covers because I just didn't want them getting bumped around or getting wet. That was a little protective. And like I said, this had a plastic container. That plastic bag over there was holding the emergency blanket, so I took it out for the first aid kit. Now everybody has hand sanitizer. Their varieties differ, but they all have it. They all have different packs of wipes. For the guys, I gave them these, and so the girl. Let me see what else I think everybody has exactly the same thing. So here we have the Medikits. You're seeing the off bug repellent, as well as the bracelets, or I may have had a pin, and varieties of tummy, headache or cold medicine, band-aids, and alcohol wipes. Some things vary, but everyone had something in that category. So I wanted to make sure it was all covered. But yeah, so that is my car emergency kit for the kids. Now, this one has everything except for the Gatorade and the mac and cheese and the cans. So I'm going to be putting those in a 72-hour emergency kit. But when I originally put this all together, and I come around to this side, this is how I had everything laid out. I just kept stuffing things in here, and then, until I figured out how to put it together later. So this is what it looks like from this side. Bag that's together. And this is my demo, my original one. This is my model, and I'm going to be putting the rest of them together just like this. They do have 2 entrees for dinner or lunch. They have a water. They have a granola bar, which can be a snack. Extra snack, they vary. I think some of them have the Velveeta. They have 2 juice pouches and 2 types of fruit, which is the raisins and the yogurt covered raisins. And I did buy some little packs of Welch's fruit snacks as well. The emergency ponchos on the side, the wipes on the side, the hand and foot warmers are there, and the body warmer. And I don't know if I said the peanut butter or the almond butter, but I was able to get that in there too. So they have sources of protein, something to get them home. This is something I want them to just throw in the car and leave it there. And it does not have to be an extreme emergency. It could be, it could be like the car just broke down. It could be, you have something going on, you can't get home right away and the kids are starving, and maybe you don't have cash for fast food, or you don't want to spend your money on that. I want it to be so that they always have something. They have something to eat. They have, if they get a boo boo, it's an itty bitty little medikit. If and I have been in situations where your heat breaks down in your car, or excuse me, you're out and say you're on foot and like you just didn't dress warm enough, like you're downtown out and about, and you don't have just to be able to put one of those warmers in your shoe or in your hands or like in your gloves. You're just not, you don't have everything you need. And also what I'm doing here is trying to form the idea in their mind of the readiness kit. Families aren't always on board with prepping, but sometimes you're the one who's doing all the prepping, who's prepping minded. So this is a way to kind of get them prepped without overwhelming them or trying to beat the idea in their head of being prepped. So this is my version. I hope you guys like it and maybe get some ideas from it. And thank you for watching. Bye-bye.